Streaming, cool. Let's get VS Code going. Back for a little bit more Redux. Okay, tonight's actually going to be a short stream. Chance of this going long. I think we're mainly going to focus on extending the work we were doing with the CP channel last night. So, need to re-add and work on CP transfer bug. We may look at the Vic spawning loop since we came up with that idea that we can integrate the loop into a loop that's already there. Test that out tonight. Rounds calves. Don't think we're gonna fix few calves tonight, but we'll play around a little bit with them. See what we can do. Let's check some other discords and stuff real quick. I'll also need Future Garage. It's gonna be our music night. Okay, so let's go to parse purchase list. We need to comment that out. And send client request. That is not it. Setup UI. This is the one. Okay, so we need to go to okay, we need to look for purchase cancel. Okay. Comment that out. So we're gonna basically try to relearn what we did last night. Do it in hyperspeed here. So we just commented out the cancel portion, the push your mouse or click button to cancel moving or giving 3000 CP or something. We'll see in game what we did. I forgot. Sure. How many hours I've literally sat in Arma wasted, like, because that launcher doesn't pop up as like my main screen. Sit there waiting for Arma to load like another game. Okay, we're on our editing account. Let's go. It's gonna be a lot of reloading the game tonight, guys. So I'm probably gonna do this 100 times. You know what we forgot to do? Got to set up the AI. So let's not load the mission. Let's go set the AI up to table AI. Okay, got that done, and then we need to go to order funds transfer, and we're looking for. Gotta edit out some mis players here. This part is making the selective. Nailed it. Okay, so have yeah, it works.
Warlords protocol initialized.
So things we need to test. We need to test how we're gonna stop the CP dupe. First, we got to test the original bug. Am I gonna lose all my CP when I cancel?
Select sector.
God, this runs atrocious with all this AI. Okay, so let's go.
Sector selected.
Okay, so we lost 3,000 CP just for opening that menu. Gonna cancel. All right, request. Okay, so I just lost 3,000 CP. But if I cancel, I still lose 3,000 CP. But if I hit escape, I get the money back. Interesting. Okay, so when I cancel, I do not get my money back. Okay, let's. I think if I uncomment that out, then that's how I did the CP, guess. Because by opening the menu, I'm losing 3,000. If I just hit escape, I get my money back. Strange. So this is what we were playing around with last night, the purchase OK button. So what if I remove... So we're gonna remove, I think this is giving me my money back right here. That. Okay, now when I mess around with the CPU, nothing should happen at all. So that'll be our baseline state. So then we just got to figure out where do we need to add and subtract money during player interactions to get it to do the right.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
Okay. So I'm at 30,000 CP. Nothing should change no matter what button I click. Oh, I just got 3,000 CP.
Sector selected.
So this was the CP dupe from last night, so we got to track this down. So that's the number one thing we have to fix. If we fix that, I think we can fix this system. Alright, so take this line right here. And we're going to search for it. That didn't go well. Okay, this is commented out, commented out. Ah, here we go. Unload is the event handler. This is it. Found it. I still don't understand what this vars init does. Like, nothing in this script actually does anything. Okay, so unload. Load. So we don't want to do this though. Alright, so this is when I unload. I press the escape key. This is giving me whatever money in that system. I'm getting that money back. So we want to go back to the cancel. Dang. Um, Alright, here we go. Boom. So if I re-enable this, this is what was killing all our CP earlier. What that should do when I unload the menu. Not really sure what's going to happen. We're just going to keep playing with stuff. I should probably like diagram this out. But do this sensibly, but nah. Well, you just to keep trying random stuff.
Warlords
Thing is, I gotta
Protocol
make sure I catch like
initialized.
every possible edge case here,
Voting
because
for the next
otherwise,
sector.
gonna get roasted. Okay, so we currently have 30,000. Transfer, we should not lose money when we transfer. Okay, things should happen. Good. Okay, now we're gonna unload. Giving me money. So what I'm concerned about is... Okay, so let's see if we cancel, if it gives us... Huh. Why does... Why don't I just remove the freaking cancel button? I am omega confused why that one particular line is canceling all our CP and none of the other ones are. So... Is this spelled wrong? There's a typo. Oh my god. That's what's been breaking the game for the last year? A freaking typo? You've got to be joking me, dude. Derp, 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 derp. Typo. Oh my god. Oh my god. A freaking typo. Why didn't I do that last night, dude? All you have to do is search with VS Code, and I could see that that was the only place that... Oh my god. Dude, the last like 4 hours of work we've been doing on this was all for a freaking typo.
Warlords Protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector. Sector selected.
So okay, cool. So we are currently duping CP, but we're gonna fix that super fast by subtracting 3000 CP when you enter that menu. So what we're going to do is right here, add this back in. So what this is going to do, so this is subtracting the funds transfer cost. I'm just memeing on the official Discord. Okay, I'm done. All right, so this is gonna, what this is gonna do as soon as I open up the menu, it's gonna subtract 3000, which I'm currently duping 3000 every time I do something.
Warlords Protocol initialized.
Okay,
Voting
let's
for the
go.
next sector. Select sector.
Oh, I need money. Okay, so what we expect to happen is we're going to lose 27,000, but we'll get it back as long as we do something. Okay, so we lost 27,000. Sure, yep. That's correct. We lost 3,000, but we're going to unload by pressing escape. Got our 3,000 back. And next we're going to physically, we lost 3,000. And no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Boom, got our 3,000 back. Yeah. Woo, we did it! Okay. Feels good, man. Feels good. We're 26 minutes into the stream, dude. Got this. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to roll back. Let's just go to GitHub. Easier if I roll everything back. So I'm going to discard these changes. Or yes. See, we're gonna discard these as well. Okay, so we've removed AI. And we've restored this functionality. So what I need to do now, okay, this is here, but we need to remove this part. Boom. And let's do just a quick fire check. Let's make sure no errors. Not gonna be able to. We're not gonna have any AI. We're not gonna be able to transfer CP, but we can make sure there's no errors in the code. Hey, how about I actually load the correct mission up? And this code has nothing to do with the dedicated server, so we're confident that we can.
Protocol initialized. Voting for
Don't
the
need to
next
test it on the
sector.
dedicated server.
Select sector.
And yes, it is there. I do not have enough CP. If I did have enough CP, still won't let me because there's no friendlies, no allied players.
Sector.
Cool. Let's. Let's go to what file we're looking for. File date. Rename. CP transfer restored. CP cancel using CP transfer cancel bug fixed. Alright, there we go. So let's do a quick review. Okay, let's pull Discord up here. Check the biggie off here. So, add and work on CP. Did it. Boom, best blue check mark ever. Okay, so next we're gonna relook at the vehicle spawning loop. We're gonna see if we can get that working. So we can close a whole bunch of files here, which we don't need. Never to open them again. Okay, so what we're looking for is populate sector, and it should be a server. Yep, there we go. Okay, so this part of the code is the helicopter spawn code. Down here is the infantry spawn code. Where did the vehicle spawn code go? Alright, so here we go. This is yeah, okay, so this is our vehicle spawn code. It's using roads. Right, so this if loop right here that goes from here to here. What we tried last weekend was to nest this if loop inside another loop. But what we can do, if this count road thing, we can use an operator that says and I was less than something. So before we do that, we have to initialize I. So we're making this a local variable, and we're going to initialize it to 0. And to double check that we did that correctly, do a quick search, find ourselves an example. Okay, that was not what I was looking for. Forgot a semicolon. That's why it didn't show up. There we go. So yep, that is the correct way to initialize that. Alright, so then what we're going to do, need to go look up operators on the and I know how to do AND operators in C, but as always, we're literally going to like triple check our work here, so no mistakes. Okay, we're looking for intro scripting. We're being for real right now. Operators, here we go. Operators. Okay, are the basic commands each programming language is built on, and we are looking for okay, this is an assignment. We've never used a modulo in Redux. Yeah, I like modulos. It's really weird. Modulos were like one of the first things I learned how to do in programming because I was like super bad at math as a kid. So, particularly division. I was really bad at division. Okay, so we're looking for, these are logical operators. Okay, so we're looking for, it's going to be ampersand, ampersand. We're going to add that right here. Ampersand, ampersand. So now this block of code reads, if count rows is greater than 0 and I is less than 3. Actually, we're going to go crazy. We're going to go 10. We're just going to do this for testing. And we're going to turn that into a static, a constant adjustable number here. But for right now, just for testing, we're going to go nuts with this. We're going to jack it up to 10. So then right here, you normally do your iterations of I at the very bottom of the loop. But I don't particularly see why you can't do it at the start of the loop. Really worried because this looks like it's spawning waypoints, not. Oh no, here we go. This is the part right here where it's spawning the vehicle. Yeah, function call spawn vehicle, okay. Down here it looks like it's doing new asset handle. And then below that it's assigning waypoints. So I don't see any beef with putting, and again, this is non-conventional. Normally you always iterate your control variable at the end. So if we run into trouble, this is going to be the spot where we initially attempt to fix it. But I'm a little more comfortable with doing that way, even though it's not conventional. So I used anywhere else below here. Okay, I is reinitialized right there, and that's outside of that loop. Okay. So if I make this private, it's going to work from here to here. Let's double check the private command. So private should keep it within scope of that single loop. Set a variable to the innermost scope is demonstrated in example 3. Yeah, this is exactly what. Always make your local variables private. Yep. Okay, so I should definitely make this private to make sure it stays within this if loop. Why is road and roads? Oh, okay, I see. So we define roads as all the roads in the sector. Then he redefines road and then he selects a random one of those. Huh, interesting. Guys want to know a life hack for Redux? Vehicles always spawn on roads, which we actually removed road spawning from player vehicles because that was broken. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what that should do, that should loop 10 times. Before we load this, let's double check our semicolons. Yeah. So what that should do is loop 10 times. Anytime that if condition statement is true for roads, so anytime it would have looped once, it should now loop 10 times, spawning 10 vehicles per zone, which is going to be hilarious. This is going to be nuts. But we're using that as a verification that the loop is actually working. I could do something smart like enemy vehicles or something, but yeah, if that, it's way more fun just to do it this way.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for
Okay,
the
there's
next
no roads
sector.
in Mars Strinko. We know that one.
Select sector.
So that's never going to spawn a vehicle. But Akkad town, whatever, over here will. And we're at an airport. So let's walk off the helipad. Nobody but me can see right there.
Sector selected.
And to verify the hilarity that's about to happen, we are going to take a hummingbird. So the most likely vehicle to spawn is AA Nix. So we're going to fly a hummingbird over there, and we should eat, I'm going to say at least 4 missiles. I mean, this is going to be horrific as soon as they can, like, see me. Considering this code hasn't thrown any errors, and, you know, for the last year, every time I worked on that code block, it threw errors at me. Okay, the range on these dudes is, I think, 3 or 4 kilometers. Yes, I know my view distance is like super low, but keep this away during testing and streaming because there's no reason to eat any frame rates. Don't need to. Okay, I should be in range. It's just a matter of them seeing me. Getting a little bit concerned here that nothing spawned in the town. I literally don't see anything in that town. So I had this problem last time I worked on this chunk of the code. Like when I started messing with stuff, it just stopped working completely. Okay, I think I'm seeing AI in the town. Not sure why I climbed so high. It's probably pretty stupid. Yeah, I definitely see AI in the town. They're just being really stupid. Okay, that was a mad pad, not a vehicle. I've not seen any vehicles in this town. Hmm. Okay. Let's do one more flyover just to double check.
Select sector.
Actually, I can look right here. Yeah, there are literally no vehicles in that town. Interesting.
Action cancelled. Select sector.
Let's do like literally just one more quick over flyover. Just super quick double check. Then we're gonna do one more time just in case that was a anomaly. So that, like I was saying, last time I messed with the script, what I was trying to do was to get all sides to spawn vehicles in their town. And what happened when I did that is no vehicles were spawning. And that code was in the, was literally in the code for like a month on the unofficial, on Worse and Vet server. Really nobody realized it until I was messing with it like a month later and found the error. I think I was working on helicopter spawning or something. I found it. It's like, oh man, dude. Nobody knows vehicles weren't spawning for an entire month. Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing any vehicles, dude. Here to do with a sniper rifle, though. I totally could have saved that. I just veered away from that tree a little bit. Okay, well, it's time to kill these dudes. Our little buddies.
Select destination. Destination selected.
Oh no, I got the wrong controls. There we go, we can walk again. God, imagine using your keyboard to actually play Arma. So Neochori has a crap ton of roads. That's gonna be our next test, and it's kind of close to Saganese. So we're gonna start at AO and Neochori, fly back to Saganese, or teleport back to Saganese.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector.
Shh, don't tell anybody I know how to do that. It's my secret.
Select sector. Sector selected.
Okay, going right down Main Street. You know something I didn't realize until I lived in Europe? That like the whole concept of like Main Street, like it exists in most countries, but like the name is different. Like in America we just call it Main Street, but in Germany like Hofbahnstraße always seemed to be like the main street in the town. Germany's the only one I know because I lived there for years, but completely pointless little fact. Okay, I'm not seeing any vehicles. This worries me. Wait. No. I'm not seeing vehicles. Oh, I dodged that missile like a boss. Okay, we're not getting any vehicle spawns here. Because I would have heard a vehicle or saw the vehicle. Hmm. Okay. Something I really don't like about that script, like that script doesn't fail, it just doesn't run when it's broken. Hmm. Okay, so let's literally just read through this, every single bit of this code starting this if statement. Okay, if side equals this local side. And what this means is if side equals, I'll show you, basically means independent. And this is another one of those code blocks. Anytime I screw with it, it breaks the game. So only place I can find this defined is in vars init. Vars init generally doesn't do anything, but if I mess with this, it breaks the game. So this is one I added. This local side all. I was trying to, you can see all I did was change a minus to a plus because I wanted to get all the sides included in this array. Yeah, that didn't work. So it's taking the sides array, which is west-east resistance, and then it's minusing the competing sides to west and east, I guess. And yeah, so I thought, like, wait a second. What if I just change that to sides array? Problem is I have no way to test that. That was the other problem I was running into this. Like, to test this, I have to get rid of side switching, and like I actually have to play like a legit mission. So it's really difficult to test. Oh, this is why it didn't work. So when I was testing local side to change, this variable never got changed. Huh. That right there is probably why it wasn't working when I was trying to do it a long time ago. Oh. Okay, well that's was a long way of saying independent. Really long way of saying independent is all that means. If we're gonna count sectors, get variable vehicles to spawn equals exactly 0 and not connected to base. So what this does is it's looking for BIS Warlords vehicles to spawn. Some vehicles have a preset spawn, like airfields, have a preset spawn table. So it's counting if it's 0 and so it wants to exclude the places with pre-made spawn tables and not connected to base, so it means you can never run into. Oh god, I'm a buffoon. And not connected to base. I have to capture multiple sectors, dude. Oh, I'm stupid, dude. You're never gonna get a vehicle spawn at the very first town, dude. God, dude, I'm so dumb. Or any town that's directly connected to your base. Oh man. Yep, I'm stupid. Forgot about that. I still think the code's broken, but let's properly test it before we declare that it's broken.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting.
Okay, our second town we're going to attack is going to be Agios Dionysos. But this first town we know cannot have a vehicle because it's connected to base.
Sector selected. Select destination.
Oh, my music ran out.
Selected.
It is time for a new drink. Okay, we're going to cap this town. I'm going to go AFK, grab a new drink. Oh yeah. Dude, yesterday I doubled my workout sets because they would like start to get too easy, like my squats and stuff like that. Dude, I'm paying for it today, man. Oh. I normally sit like cross-legged in my office chair when I'm working. I just like try to uncross my legs and my thighs and like, fuck you. I'm like, oh god, it hurts so bad. All right. Might be AFK for a couple minutes because I'm like nowhere near getting done with this beer, but it's Friday night. I'm gonna power slam it.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector. Select.
Right, let's go. So we're gonna start that zone up. So that zone should have vehicles in it because it's 100% definitely not connected to our base. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. That sort of my face.
Select destination. Destination selected.
Actually, we're gonna try something out here. Splendid camera. Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing it. Wait. Oh, I hear a Mora. Okay. It's hard in Mora, but well, that's only it only spawned one, which is the code. Okay. So a town with this many roads definitely should spawn like a crap ton of vehicles. Okay, so we know the code as it currently stands is only spawning. Dude. Alright, that was good. Glad we retested that. I thought the code was broken. So the code is only running one loop. Okay, so we got to this part of the code. You said we were going to read over the entire thing, but we got this far before we found our first error. So, okay, so we know the code is running, but it's only running one time. So looking at roads, roads are defined as a sector near roads, and this is the value you adjust. So I'm going to look up this right here, although this is a very obvious command. Never going to assume we know. We're always okay. Find road segment within the circle of a given radius. Okay. So it's looking for a 400-meter radius for roads, and it's going to return an array of that. An array of objects, road segment within this player near road. Yep. Okay. So it's returning an array of objects, and it's going to select and next it's going to count roads connected to some magical array. Find the road segments connected to a given road segment. So, okay. So it's building an array. Initially, it's building an array of all road segments within 400 meters. Then it's counting roads connected to roads within 400 meters. This is like a magical variable that I think just looks at an array. it's connected to, so it's looking for this count to be greater than 0. Roads connected to road sector greater than 0. In area array. I know this is probably incredibly tedious to watch, but making sure I fully understand every word of this code is. Okay, in area array returns a given list of objects and or positions in that given array. Okay. This is all, okay. So this is just building an array, basically. Yeah. Then it's looking at that array, somehow getting objective area complete. I do okay. That part. So then we're setting up a if the count of roads is greater than 0, okay. Let's change that to an OR. YOLO, dude. Go back to our operators. Logic operators. Okay, so it's going to be this one. I don't actually know where it is on. Never physically typed this. Or okay, it's blue, so I typed it correctly. Yeah, screw understanding what the code does. We're just gonna let this code go. Okay, if the game doesn't crash as soon as we spawn the very first zone. I see. Okay, we have a hard decision to make here. So Odessa does not have very many roads. Or it's not likely to spawn a vehicle, so we would have to go to Zaros. Or I could go Kavala Aglachori. And we know Aglachori is going to spawn some vehicles. Tell you what, we're going to do this the hard way. We're going to Odessa. Because I have the OR statement in there.
Voting for the next sector.
Even a town like Odessa should just get pumped. Like, we're talking Mad Max, Armageddon, end of the world. Why am I running 500 scripts? Okay, they're rapidly going down there.
Select destination. Destination selected.
What did I do different? I'm concerned I broke something. Yesterday we were running 290 something. Today we're running 500. Wait, what? Something was broken. Oh, nope, nope, nope. God. Not putting the bipod in the...
Sector seized.
There we go.
Voting
Bipod
for
in the
next
jump
sector.
command right next to each other.
Select sector.
I don't know how many times I've walked off little ledges like this, thinking I was trying to bipod up. Instead, I just... Whoop.
Sector selected.
That was really stupid. Okay, I didn't take any damage. Not much damage.
Select destination.
Okay, this place should be just covered in vehicles. It's not. I don't see any vehicles, in fact. Okay. Oh, I see one. Good. One though. Was I just piecing that? Yeah, dude. Later, bro. Yeah, let's go attack Kovala and Agachori and see what happens. And they all fall down. So we know the script's working. That's good, because we're getting vehicles to spawn. But we know that it's running at least one time. So I'm really concerned about that script number. Really nothing has changed since yesterday. And I fixed CP transfer.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
Cleaning itself up, but we're just gonna sit here and watch this script when this new sector spawns. See what happens.
Sector selected.
Okay, it's populating the sector. Jesus. Wow. There's over 100 dudes in Kovala. That's nuts. Is AI script just not getting
Destination.
up?
Destination selected.
I'm both extremely confused and worried right now. Rapidly dropping. So, I mean, the game engine's doing its job, is cleaning up old scripts, but I'm really worried how we got to such a high number in the first place. So we know essentially every AI that's in the game is its own little script. This is what kills server performance. So that means in theory, you can have as many as 200 extra scripts. So if you both teams are attacking towns like Kavala and have a huge player count, huge AI count, you have an extra like 200 scripts running. It's crazy.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector.
Okay, this is the
Select sector.
okay. So we expect this number, this when this next sector spawns, this count's gonna jump up to like 700 plus.
Sector selected.
There it goes, AI spawning. $703. Called it.
Select destination. Destination selected.
Right, so let's go to spectator mode. Okay, I hear a vehicle. I don't see a vehicle though. Okay, we see one vehicle. That's it. Okay, so this kind of confirms our findings in Odessa that still only getting the script to run one time. Bro. Okay, let's go back to work. I did not think everything I do in Redux, dude, I think is gonna be so easy. Like, dude, I got this great idea. It's gonna be super easy. Just gonna add an iteration to the vehicle spawning loop and it's gonna work perfectly. Nope. Oh, here's road equals select random roads. It's only selecting one. Turns a random element of a given array. Okay. Right, but this should be iterating a bunch of times. So if count roads, it's looking at all the roads in the sector, road segments, or I is less than 10. Really concerned if I get rid of this roads variable. Right here, this count roads, that it's gonna break. But that's gonna have to wait. I gotta go AFK real quick. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, I'm back. So, before I left, we were talking about getting rid of this count roads. Think through the repercussions here of doing this. Sectors without roads are going to get zones. So I'm sure this vehicle array is what's actually let's check. Best functions spawn a vehicle. Oh, selected the wrong thing. Okay, the only place this is called is here. It's called at the end of that line, which was the one we were talking about. And there's an else statement. Okay, so this else statement is a fallback if there are no, I'm guessing if there are no roads. So if we just get rid of this. Okay, before we do that, let's comment this. I feel like we're going to end up going down the road we went with player vehicles and completely removing all references to roads in code. Like, it makes sense to use roads as like a determining factor for vehicle spawning. But in actual gameplay wise, it's like, it's really not working out. Oof. Oh, we got IGS, okay. I say we got a whole bunch of small towns.
Voting for the next sector.
Okay, so if we're going to see an error, we're going to see an error as soon as this bar fills up and it tries to populate the sector. It should.
Sector selected.
Still confused why this number is so high today.
Select destination. Destination selected.
Okay, so it seems to be cleaning up the scripts pretty fast, but still kind of confused how we're getting up to. I have to jump on that dedicated server and play around. See if this is just a local issue I'm having.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
And right now, the dedicated server is actually running a older version of the game, so I can actually jump on there, test the old version from yesterday.
Sector selected.
The old build, I guess.
Select destination.
And then I can test my new build. I can update it and test my new build. Figure out what the heck happened between yesterday and today. Oh, spectator. Okay, I see one vehicle moving around. That's it. Bye, game. So confused. I'm actually at a complete loss why this code is not working unless it's like I don't know. Because this if statement should be running 10 times. Okay, so this little code looks like this chunk of the code looks like it's for the predefined like vehicle sectors to spawn. This chunk of the code is looking at if the vehicles to spawn equals 0. Hmm. So what if I store this. I take this. Right there. This. Put it right there. Okay, so what we did was we moved this iteration up one. Now I have to include this. In this section right here. I is less than 10. Okay, so if I is less than 10, is it even going to know it's a sector though? Like, I've just removed sector from the equation here. I think we just probably completely broke this code, but we're going to try it. This is going to be the last thing we try. If this doesn't work, we're going to restore it back to default. And I'll probably end the stream so I can go do some other stuff. I can already tell this is not going to be a productive night. Like, although we may spend a few minutes working on UCAVs. Yep, there we go. Missing the parentheses. Line 68. Oh, that's the end of the script. Oh, yep, we definitely are missing a parentheses there. Okay, we actually don't need that. Just get rid of this count completely. So I'm not exactly sure what I just did right there, but I don't see why I need that count there. Since before it was counting the vehicles to spawn. But we removed that part of the code, so. Okay, nothing broke.
Protocol initialized.
What's a good town? Rotopoli.
Sector.
No.
Sector.
Yeah, we'll do Anthracia, then we'll backtrack to Rotopoly. No, Rotopoly's connected. Crap. Add some roads and Telos. Telos should spawn a.
Sector selected.
Still got a boatload of scripts running. I should tell you what, we're not going to work on UCAVs. We're going to try to figure out the script issue here.
Selected.
I'm actually more concerned about the massive increase in script number from yesterday. So yeah, if this doesn't work, we're just going to revert all this code and start over next weekend, I guess. Actually, no. This might be my Lax Redux stream. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going on vacation, then I'm building a new PC and all that. Yeah, so. Wondering if, like on my new PC, if DayZ scripting would be a smart thing to do.
Voting for the next sector.
Apparently DayZ scripting is kind of like what Enfusion's going to be like, but I don't know if I want to like pollute my head with like pseudo knowledge. Not going to be actually be useful. Maybe next week they'll announce Enfusion.
Selected.
Look at the number of AI Telos, dude. Rocketing up that list, dude.
Select destination. Destination selected.
Yep, still just spawning one. Man. Sucks. Okay, cool. Well, let's review all the code. Then we'll jump on the dedicated server and start figuring out what broke our scripts. Okay, so just gonna discard all those changes. Boom. Die. Alright, so let's go to server browser. Just crank up. Yeah. I'm gonna set it to 16 today. Okay, cool. Server's booted up and 16 people. Sweet. Oh, this is a wrong mission file. This would be a good benchmark though. Let's
Voting for the
vote for a
next
sector.
Select sector.
So yesterday, this mission and the other mission were running at the same, yeah, 297. So what both of them were basically doing yesterday. Okay, so let's shut that down. Yep, launching with the correct mission this time. So this is our build. This is our 5.7 build from yesterday, which was also running at like 290 something. Oh, it loads so fast.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector.
Okay, 297. 296. Okay, so both these missions are running correctly.
Sector selected.
So what we're going to do now is we are going to shut the server down again, and I am going to grab today's build, GitHub. One second, just pulling the new mission down off. I totally downloaded that to the wrong spot. Cool, got it. Okay, cool. Fresh. Got it. Just to make sure we're using the latest update. That's 18 players, so we see the official or the dedicated server pop up with 18 people. We know we're running the latest version. Boom, there it is, 18 players. Cool. Running today's build.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
Okay, it was just a local issue I was having.
Sector selected.
In fact, we've removed 2 scripts. GG us, please. Huh, that's interesting. What in the world was happening, like, on my local machine? I literally have no idea why the local machine was running twice as many scripts as the dedicated server is. But hey, I like that. 293. I like that number. Okay, so we know Let's go play around with UCAV some. I don't want to quit quite yet. Okay, so we know the latest build is not actually broken. It's just a local issue I'm having. Yeah, let's go mess around with UCAVs. I don't really like UCAVs. I really need to dedicate a couple hours to, and I don't have a couple hours tonight, so. Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. We know the mission's in a good spot as far as scripts go. And I have no idea when I build my new PC if I'm going to keep working on Redux or not. I don't think I'm going to. It's because, I mean, I don't know, maybe if Bohemia changes their mind, puts the non-buggy version on official, I'll keep working on it. But other than that, probably not. So, alright, see you guys around. I plan on, if any Enfusion news comes out, like doing little video spots on Enfusion. But yeah, we'll see. So cool.